morning, YouTube. What's up, Luke the window cleaner? Reanna. It's early. It's like 5:53 right now. We just got to our first job. Come with us today and clean some storefronts. We also have a construction cleanup, some estimates, all kinds of good stuff. So let's see what we get into. I don't think you can probably see us. Lurking in the shadows. Our third job here. Quick little tip here. When you're doing your storefronts to save a lot of time, instead of taking your bucket out to each job, we leave our bucket here, and then we just get one good dunk. And then if we need more water at the job, we have our bottles of water with us. That doesn't work for all of our jobs. Larger storefronts will still take our bucket with us. Quick tip. Alright, we just got finished with a quick breakfast.
So there are 3 storefronts we did this morning. We just added a 4th one. This will be our 4th one. And you see 3 of them all the time in our videos, and that's because we have them on a weekly schedule. So we clean those buildings and stores every week. And that's a really easy way to up your storefronts, is just by converting them from bi-weekly or monthly. Try to get them more on like a weekly or bi-weekly schedule, just because it just, and we did that whenever I first started working with Luke, and we took a bi-weekly account, made it a weekly account, and it was like getting how many new storefronts just like that.
There was a thread on the window cleaning resource forum about a gentleman asking, is it realistic to get $1,000 worth of reoccurring storefronts within a month's time frame? And it really is absolutely possible. This is not average for our company, but in the since September 1st and today is October 20th, we have added $1,810 in new reoccurring monthly storefront business.
But it was a lot of work. It wasn't just like a, hey, we stopped in somewhere and we handed a card and that's how we got all of it. You know, there was a couple that happened that way, but the bigger ticket store with multiple stores
$1,080.
was $1,080, and that was a lot of work. We did a demo for them, so we cleaned 2 stores for a whole month for them on a bi-weekly basis. just trying to prove that, hey, and we did charge. We are charging for that. That's not
it's
free.
not free.
But that was a lot of follow-up emails,
Tons.
phone calls, you know.
Because when we first dropped off the card, nothing really happened, and that's very typical in those situations. Nothing really happened.
This
so
is a corporate
we had
type store.
We had to call them and then call them again, send estimates, send the estimate. I sent that estimate 3 different times to 2 different people, and then we also had to call the DM, follow up with the DM, get another call from the DM, like on and on and on and on. I would say out of all of the stores, out of that $1,810 of new accounts that we've gotten, I would say 80% of those new stores that we have, they already had an existing window cleaner, or they had just left service from another company, and we charged more than all of those companies were charging them. So it can be a little bit more difficult in closing that sale when you're going in at a higher price. But we're confident in what we do, and I think we've got a good system of following up and
we charge
delivering
what we think is a fair price for the job.
Yeah.
Even though you guys charge way more, because you guys are awesome.
Way more. But it's definitely doable. And the last thing I'd like to say about getting all of those storefronts, you know what the easiest and most difficult part of that is? The least time-consuming part of that is actually just giving those stores the card or giving them the quote. But typically, our storefront quotes take us less than 5 minutes. You go in, find a GM, or hopefully you can talk to a DM or the owner, give them the card, introduce yourself, and guess what? Nothing's going to happen right then and there. Down the road comes the follow-up and all of that. But it takes like less than 5 minutes. The hardest part about that, and that's why I say it's easiest and hardest, the hardest part is getting out of the truck, getting out of your vehicle, and actually doing it. Because sometimes it just you're scared, you don't want to go and talk to people, you don't want to hear no, you already assume they have someone, whatever it is. That's the hardest part about it and the easiest. So kind of interesting. Life coaches.
Let's clean this place.
All right, let's clean this place. So when we're in
Continue.
places that might not be the nicest, I don't know, we get a bike lock to lock our ladders in, and check this out. Somebody tried cutting my bike lock at one time, I think. I don't leave the ladders. That was from us going into the store or something, and it looks like someone tried to cut my bike lock off. So just be smart. It's like what, $20 for a bike lock or something, a good one, and just lock up your ladders. I love how they do their floors. Definitely. So we just pulled up to our construction cleanup. We were told this was a light construction cleanup. Yeah. Doesn't look so light to us. But we've worked for these guys for a very long time. Very good customers. So, but that don't mean we ain't gonna charge right. Oh, Those are looking like a light construction cleanup. Oh. So, pulling the screens here. This would be the one day I didn't bring the ass tag with us. When we clean houses, we usually swap out our rubbers. So, we'll get new ones. And again, we take 18-inch rubbers and cut them to size. Working for this guy, this is where I learned how to do all my construction cleanup, was cleaning his houses for him. Storm windows too, yeah. That's where I learned most of it. And he's got a good general contractor that works for him, and he actually showed me a whole lot with construction cleanup. So there you go. So we've obviously finished that construction.
Where's your seatbelt?
We've obviously finished the construction cleanup because we're at a different location. That went well. It's pretty easy. Had some pizza.
To like 3 or 4 more storefronts.
3 or 4 more storefronts, and then we're done. Then it's Rihanna's birthday.
On Sunday.
How old are you gonna be, Reanna?
30.
You're not happy about it?
Yeah. Yep. Let's clean this.
We gotta say something cool when we get out. Like,
Back in the saddle again. You want to say that?
yeah. Back in the saddle again.